In Washington, D.C., when a federal agency decides how to spend public money, they open a window for public comment. It is the small, democratic promise that ordinary citizens get to have a say in the rules that govern them. In early 2026, the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services opened that window. They needed to set the payment rates for Medicare Advantage, a system where the government pays private insurers to cover seniors. Traditional Medicare is relatively straightforward, but Medicare Advantage pays insurers roughly 14% more per person. That difference creates a windfall estimated at $76 billion. Suddenly, the agency's portal was flooded. Over 16,400 public comments poured in, and virtually all of them demanded the exact same outcome: higher payments for private insurers. This visualization plots the thousands of public comments submitted to the agency. When reporters from KAFF Health News ran the numbers, they found that 82% of the submissions were verbatim copies of the exact same template. A single dark money group called Medicare Advantage Majority had generated the text. The group brands itself as a grassroots movement led by seniors, but its structure hides its donors. Reporters traced the group's aims and playbook directly to the private insurance industry. They were disguising corporate lobbying as worried grandmothers. The public square was overwhelmed with copied letters. The intent was to manufacture enough volume to simulate a crowd, drowning out actual citizens to protect a multi-billion-dollar payout. This tactic has now left the policy world and moved on to your street. It is operating inside the spaces where users feel most insulated from coordinated campaigns, local neighborhood apps, and community Facebook groups. In December 2025, researchers at Graphika exposed a network they called Ordinary People. Connected to a Russian outfit known as the Social Design Agency, the operation used AI to generate hyper-real fake residents, complete with faces, family photos, and job histories. This diagram maps out the strict ratio these fake residents followed to avoid detection. As shown, 90% of their posts were apolitical small talk. They shared recipes, complained about local traffic, and commented on pets. Once a real neighbor replied to them, the fake account was effectively ratified as a trusted member of the community. Then came the remaining 10%. During coordinated topic weeks, these accounts would drop political seeds into the feed. They took national narratives, like inflation or crime, and framed them as personal, local anxieties. By wrapping state-sponsored operations in the mundane details of daily life, the foreign actors made their manufactured outrage indistinguishable from genuine local concern. Building a convincing fake human used to require significant time and resources. Today, using off-the-shelf software like HeyGen and Synthesia, anyone can generate a photorealistic person speaking any script in under 30 minutes. The technology has made faking a crowd incredibly cheap. The New York Times tracked the result of this collapsed cost. They documented over 300 AI-generated avatar accounts operating across TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Some of these accounts amassed tens of thousands of followers, with individual posts clearing 500,000 views. Not a single one carried an AI label. This animated diagram illustrates the current detection barrier for synthetic media. As the visual shows, the system fails to catch more than half of the incoming material. Voice clone detection accuracy sits around 40 to 50%, and the digital fingerprint metadata that tags a video as made with AI is often stripped out the moment a user re-uploads the file. When the financial and technical cost of creating a fake person approaches zero, bad actors can deploy an infinite volume of automated voices to simulate whatever truth they want. The playbook is highly portable, and it is already running globally. In the lead-up to Hungary's April 2026 election, researchers caught a covert network of 34 AI-driven TikTok accounts that racked up roughly 10 million views. Around the same time, in Poland, a separate operation deployed AI-generated young women specifically to push pro-exit political narratives to Polish teenagers. Meanwhile, an operation linked to China used a network of over 330 inauthentic accounts across 5 different platforms to aggressively push anti-American conspiracy theories. The ultimate danger of this volume is the slow rot of the liars dividend. When synthetic people and fake consensus are everywhere, the public simply stops believing anything at all, including the actual truth. The defense against this tactic is to make the trick boring by learning to spot it. When a sudden groundswell of public outrage appears right as a federal payment rule is open, or just days before an election, ask who profits from that exact narrative. Look for the coordination. Real people are messy, chaotic, and specific. Manufactured crowds are identical, convenient, and built to recite a script. If you see a crowd that looks perfectly aligned and speaks with one unified voice, you aren't looking at a grassroots movement. You're looking at a machine.